Hey, what's up? This your boy George Middlebrook, and I'll be on Unsolicited Opinions. Make sure you tune in and catch what we talking about. Show.
I like that.
Unsolicited opinions. Ooh, I love those.
Come on, nigga, let's go. I've been waiting.
Welcome to Unsolicited Opinions. This is the season finale of season 4, and we got a great guest for y'all tonight. We got a true thespian here.
Thespian, for all those y'all don't understand. Thespian.
We got a thespian.
Yeah.
AKA actor extraordinaire. George Middlebrook's in the building.
Yes.
Happy to be here.
Yes.
So for everybody that's ever had an interest in acting
Or wanting to break into the business.
right, George is gonna break that down for y'all. So y'all stay tuned.
Never that. Speaking of my goofy ass brother, Gia is my big head ass brother Brandon. This is Gia.
Hi, very nice to meet you.
Gia, nice to meet you as well. I heard a few things about you.
Only good things.
Of course, nothing but good things. It's a good man right here. Been behind the ears a little bit. Still learning, but a good man. You know?
Hey, aye. So what are you getting into tonight?
Oh, so have you ever had any parts that you had to do another accent or change your natural accent to do the part?
No, I've had opportunities,
Right.
but it's not really me.
Right. Everybody can't do a British accent but people do it, they get coaches,
Yeah.
but then you're talking another level of
British accent, I talk to you like unsolicited opinions. I had an audition for the game playing a British football player or whatever, and I got the call back. It went with another guy and stuff. I did do my research and was like, looking at YouTube videos and looking at, because the British accents are hot, and those guys can do the American accents. Or
Somehow,
all of them. It took me a while to know Idris Elba was actually British. Right, from watching The Wire, I thought he was from the States. Yeah,
I thought he was from Baltimore.
Yeah, exactly, because he mastered that shit. He mastered the accent. Yeah. I was like, wow, this dude's British. Same thing with Damson Idris from Snowfall. Yeah. I didn't know he was British. Yeah. Until one day I saw an interview with him. I was like, oh, he's British.
Star BMF, Eric, he's British. Mm-hmm. Or whatever. You would never know, man. But when I was on set with him, it was like acting class, man, watching him just being a part of the 12th Street Gang and, getting those features in there. It was like, man, these guys, these British actors are amazing and stuff. And they get more opportunities.
Do they?
Yeah, they are. It's just Hollywood got their
eye on them, yeah.
Man, neck. They'd rather hire the British actors and.
So, well, let's take it back to the beginning. How did you get started in the acting world?
Well, my first, shout out to my mom. She was, I'm from Detroit, born and raised and stuff. So my mom was a school teacher for 30 years.
Oh wow!
And she was directing stage plays at the high school that she taught at. So as a kid, I would be an extra in her plays, piano lesson.
You play piano?
No, that's the name of the play.
Oh.
But I can play the piano.
See, he's multi-talented over here.
I
Yeah.
played the piano. Growing up in school, I was like first chair trombone. I still play trombone.
Oh wow.
Or whatever. Before the pandemic, I was.
So you've always been involved in the arts in some form.
In
some form, right? Yeah.
Now it was always arts and sports. Football was my thing, and arts.
Right.
Was that high school Mumford?
No, it was Persian. I went to Mumford. My mom taught at Persian, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Even before the pandemic, I was gonna audition for the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, and then the pandemic happened and everything. I was like,
word?
Yeah, I was like,
we went and saw the Rick Ross show with the orchestra backing him up, and it was pretty dope. Yeah. It was a good experience. It was fly.
Yeah. Growing up as a kid, even in high school, we in the band or whatever, I would play at the Michigan hockey games and the Michigan basketball games, the alumni games and stuff. My band director in high school.
So the performing has always been a part of you, huh?
Always.
Like,
always,
yeah, about to say, yeah,
always.
the performing, yeah. It's just, so this is a natural course for you, actually, huh?
Be it, the Michigan.
So you play that slide.
Hey, to the victors or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Down in Ann Arbor all early and shit.
For real.
Down there. You can stop by Fleetwood's and get you some get you some breakfast out the little slipstream.
I forgot our little trip to Detroit me and you made. Yeah.
I was just there last week for our film premiere called Black Straight Blues. My boy DeJuan Ford gave me an opportunity for my first lead in the film where I played a bounty hunter. So we had the film premiere, it was packed or whatever.
So is this film out? Is it already out?
It'll be on Tubi next week.
And what's the name of it again?
It's called Black Straight Blues.
Y'all check that out. Black Straight Blues.
Directed by Xavier Miles. He was taking acting classes with me here in Atlanta, and he was writing the scenes for the class. And I was like, yo, who's writing the scenes for these classes? I mean, for the class and
Right.
stuff. And, it was X or whatever. So when DeJuan came down, he had a movie that he did a premiere here down in Atlanta at the Gathering Spot. And had a great PR team. They packed it out. So I was like, man, you got to meet this writer I know. And dude, 6 months later, I'm in Detroit shooting this film. I was supposed to get a producer credit on it, but you know how the industry is, man. The politics and like.
I mean, I can assume. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I can assume how.
But
it
I mean,
is.
but still,
If it's
opportunity.
The entertainment industry, period, is notoriously shady. Yeah, I mean, this is how it is. Yeah.
But my boy X, man, he got the pen, and DeJuan believed in it, man. They put the money behind it. We shot the film or whatever. I got a chance to work back at home and spend time with my family.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was good.
You said acting classes, and that everybody thinks they can be an actor. Everybody does. Just everybody who says you don't. You always think I could do that. I could do that.
Yeah.
But how important was acting classes to your progression in the art?
It's the number one thing.
Like you have to if you're going to do this to make money, you have to take acting classes.
Absolutely, because you got to know the language that they speak on set. You know what I mean? You got to know the language. You got to know how to hit your marks. You got to know, the strengths that you have, and then your weaknesses, or whatever. You got to do scene studies. You got to do script analysis and stuff like that. A good actor reads a lot, or whatever. And I've never been a reader, so I'm at my age now. I'm still like I got to force myself
Grasping
to
it,
read
yeah.
something or whatever. But just getting reps, like. You can't
Like anything, practice.
Anything, yeah.
Practice. I wish I had an Allen Iverson.
shooting in the
Allen
gym?
Iverson drop. Yeah, I wish I had Allen Iverson drop. Practice. You talking about practice?
No, but like when did you make the decision that this is what you were gonna do? Like I know you said you were extra in your mom's plays and things of that nature, but when out of all the artistic stuff you were doing, because you
It was like,
playing
this is
music,
it. I'm doing this.
I'm doing this.
I'm doing
I'm
this.
picking this one. What age were you when you figured that out?
For some reason, man, when I was in college, man, I would see like auditions and stuff, and it was just like I want to go to that and everything,
Right.
and it was just something always calling me to it, right? But then I never kind of stepped into it. But then I was working at a hotel when I left college. I was working at a hotel, and a stage play called My Brother Marvin came to stay at the hotel when they were doing rehearsals. Zeola Gay, his sister, co-wrote the play with Angela Bell Dunlap. Angela Bell Dunlap is a stage playwright legend. She wrote These
Okay.
Hips Could Talk.
Oh wow, I'm familiar.
Gossip, Lies, and Secrets. I mean, she worked with the biggest of the biggest or whatever. So Zeola Gay took a liking to me because I just know how to take care of people and be
Genuine.
genuine and just like a concierge, man.
Right. Well, that's what a concierge does. Is they take care of people, right?
Like,
But there's a certain like anything else is levels to taking care of people. There's levels to it. Yeah.
Levels to it. My mom, my mom always was very, took care of people and stuff like that. So it was just natural for me. So they had me. It was like, yo, how much do you make a week? I told them, it was like, we want you to come on the road with us. We want you to drive for the promoter.
Wow.
The promoter name was Quentin Perry. Quentin Perry, he liked me too. Stuff like, and he, like Quentin Perry, discovered Prince. Quentin Perry is one of the biggest African-American promoters in history
Wow.
or whatever.
Y'all Google that because I'm going to after the show.
Yeah, hey, I'm saying,
Yeah.
like Quinn Pay, low key though. Like,
Right.
he
but those are people that make the moves always. There's always the ones, the guy you never heard about.
Right.
Yeah, there's always that guy.
Yeah, so
Or girl.
Man, hey, listen, man, I quit my job. I went on the road with my brother Marvin. So it was starring Clifton Powell, Pinky from Friday played his father, Allison Williams.
Don't come around here till 2:30. Don't care what I said.
I like him, man.
Yeah. So,
Especially Dead Presidents.
Tony Grant, oh, cold. Like Keith Washington, played Marvin or whatever. Javier Wilson played the young Marvin. He was, John Kennedy Terrell played Barry Gordy, Flash from the 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah.
You want my spot?
Want my spot flash?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get it because you ain't got it. That's one of my favorite movies, man. I love 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah,
And my mama keeps stealing my copies. That's I done bought 5 Heartbeats 3 times.
And your mama keeps doing.
And
What is she doing with them?
I don't know, but then she be like, that's my copy. I was like, no, the hell it ain't. And you know, my mom pack rat. So
Yeah,
it's
there somewhere.
It's
Yeah,
in the garage.
She just lost it.
She lost
She
it,
lost
but
it somewhere.
I can't keep 5. I mean, I'm so glad they're streaming.
Now.
But
Yeah.
when you had to buy DVDs, she was getting me, and I was like, this is not your copy.
Audrey, you thief.
Trying to put a Sharpie on it. She'd be like, why are you writing on my DVD? This is not.
It's not yours, mama. It's my shit.
Yo, my brother used to do that back in the day. Man, my brother had the best CD collection, man, you could ever have, bro. This is on every CD.
Like the CDs were important. Yeah. Like I still got my book out in the garage. I got a book which is CDs. Yeah. And you had to ride with those. Like you had them in your car. You had a CD visor. You know what I'm saying.
You was the man. If you had a 6-disc changer.
If you had a 6-disc change in the trunk, like we're gonna stop, load the shit up with six hardcore bangers, and we're gonna ride. And yeah, those were the good old days.
So when you guys started, George, I know because I've seen you in some commercials. Like, what was your?
Oh, you got some commercials? Yeah. I haven't seen them.
Yeah. My first national commercial was the NBA Game Time app or whatever. Man, that was like back in 2014.
So you've been doing this for a minute.
I've been doing this about 13 years now.
Oh, so you got veteran in the game.
Yeah. I was one app, 30 teams. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that commercial. I think you had on like a green uniform. It was like a light green or some shit.
No, I had on a OKC Thunder shirt. So like people in Detroit, man, why you had no Pistons shirt? I'm like, man, that's the shirt they gave me.
Yeah, look here, man. Y'all ain't signed no checks.
But when it like I remember something like the guy kept missing. Somebody was missing, or am I thinking of another?
No, that was a Georgia Lottery commercial.
Okay, that's the commercial.
You did one of those too?
Yeah, that's what
I did several, like about 7 Georgia Lottery commercials. Yeah,
really?
That's the commercial.
So I've probably seen George. It just don't realize I've seen George.
Yeah.
What would you say to young people or anybody who's trying to break into this industry? Like, what advice would you give anybody who's trying to get into the acting world or into this arena?
My number one thing for them is to go to school for it or whatever. I've taken a lot of classes and I've studied classes in Chicago, New York, in the workshops in L.A. Here in Atlanta, continuous training. I know some of the best people to go to, but you got to go to school. I would recommend people to go to school and get a degree in performing arts, or if you need to learn like
the skill. It's a skill. It is a skill
of acting. You need to learn the skill of directing. You need to learn how to produce. You need to learn
the industry, basically. Yeah.
Because nothing like it's a privilege to work in this industry, and you can't put all your eggs in one basket.
No. Because somebody gonna walk away with that basket and you're gonna be left with nothing.
You gotta go to school. Because it's one thing to be a natural talent.
Right. And that's rare.
Yeah.
It is rare. That's rare. That's why I said everybody thinks they can act until it comes time to act. Then they look like a ham up there trying to act.
Yeah.
But because I always thought, I could do that. But I know really I can't. Not without no training. Yeah.
training.
I'm not gonna walk on the set and just like do some Denzel piece. Right. You know what I'm saying? Convince everybody. You know, I'm not gonna go get no John Q performance and make everybody start tearing up just from my acting skills. That's not gonna happen. Yeah. Not without the proper training. Yeah.
It's one thing when people like if you get discovered and stuff,
right?
And like you are natural, right?
Right.
But then we get with them big dogs. It's like. Okay, now
and you watch how they get ready for their role and watch how they get into the role. Yeah. You realize you're not on that level.
Yeah, but that's like with anything. Like a cat that can play basketball. Like you might find somebody that's just a natural leaper and jumper.
Yeah,
and he can leap out the gym, but he still got to get the other fundamentals. If he can't hit a free throw.
That's the word. That's the word.
If he can't hit a free throw, it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, I don't care if you could dunk. Can you hit that mid range? Can you handle the ball without turning it over? You know what I'm saying? Those are the little things. Yeah. And I mean, I guess this applies to every discipline in life. It's practice. Practice.
I
really need that draw. I wish I had that draw. Practice.
I just want to get on set and get in the game.
Yeah. I just want to go act to be famous, nigga. I ain't trying to do all this.
I can act.
I just want to hit the red carpet. Right. Grammys, nigga. That's all I want to do. Not Grammys. I said Grammys. At the Oscars. That's why I said red carpet. The Oscars.
So
that's it.
Without putting all your business out, but what's let the people know what they can see you in. I know you've been in Creed 3. Yeah. You got some.
My first speaking, like I said, my first speaking line. Shout out to Tyler Perry, man. Have and have nots. I played a child welfare officer, man, when little Benny was in the hospital.
Shout out to little Benny.
Shout out to little Benny.
Because if he went in the hospital,
you
wouldn't have no speaking role.
Beat the shit out that kid. Thank you for beating that kid. I was like, who did this to you, Benny? Who did this?
Was that the line?
Tell me what happened. Damn, Benny. Yeah. So,
man, it sounds like so much fun, man. It sounds like,
It is.
To pretend you're somebody else, I guess it is fun. I mean, we've been doing it our whole lives.
Yeah.
But see, when you just walk through life and stuff and experience it, you really ain't pretending. You just, it's like you
recreating.
Yeah.
Or drawing from your memory.
Like the study and put you in that mode, and then, the powers that be can, you start learning how to get better at really morphing yourself into
the character.
Yeah. Like you believe this shit. Like you.
I mean, the best actors believe they're that person.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you that. They're different forms, from my understanding. They're different forms, and they say some people are method actors, and I guess there's some other things. Which one do you do, and or can you tell us the difference between the?
Yeah, I like the Meisner technique.
Explain, please.
Meisner technique is like living the character that you play, which can be dangerous sometimes.
I like Christian Bale, like losing all that weight or gaining all that weight for a character. Yeah, like something like that. That's the Meisner technique.
Yeah, you put in your play. You kind of like changing up your life, which it gets weird for people that surround you and stuff like that. Or somebody
playing a drug addict and actually like going down that road, or like, or a prostitute and actually going down. There's been instances of people doing that, like actually. Like studying the role so hard, they actually got into the field.
Yeah. Or like you go hang around some people that do it, and
or you playing a gangbanger and go hang around some actual gangs.
Yeah. That's the point of the ride along. When they that was the point of the ride along.
Yeah.
I like the Meisner technique. One of my favorite acting coaches is Uta Hagen. I always tell actors, I always send them, or people who reach out to me like, man, what I do, blah, blah, blah. Like, watch these videos and they hit me back. Even like from physicality and movement, like what we doing right now. We just sitting there, you know what I mean?
Like just the small little things, like just like picking up your drink, having a sip, or eye contact, or just certain things. Because I'm not gonna lie, you intimidate me the way you keep looking at me when you talk. Like it's kind of a little but I could tell like that's from the acting. Like you look when you speak to me, you look at me dead in my eyes and like
Well, let me ask you this: for those people that, let's say, people that just want to be, let's say, extras, like they trying to get their foot in the door as an extra or something like that. How much of Do you feel like they need to take classes too for like physicality so that they know how to like stand around the bar or the restaurant?
Well, like, is there art to being an extra? Is what I guess is what he's trying to say. Is there any skill to being an extra?
It is. It truly is, man.
Like to look natural. It's a skill to look. I guess it's a skill to look natural because most people be like, "Oh my God, I'm on the film." Oh, they the camera, go to the camera.
Look into the camera, dumbass.
Because y'all can see. Oh, here come the camera. It's coming towards me. I'm gonna be in this movie. I can't wait to tell my grandma.
It is a skill to be an extra, man, because there's levels to being an extra. Because you can be on set and be extra, and they just have you doing crosses, right?
Like you walking down the street.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
You shoot it in the store, and then they just need you to just walk across the door.
Right.
Everybody can do that.
Right.
But then you know if
unless you walk past.
What about the ones out?
Hands down.
And this is something I always watch.
God damn.
This is one I always watch, like a restaurant scene or people are sitting down. I always look at the people in the background when I'm watching a movie to see just what they're doing and how natural they look back there. Like, or you catch somebody smiling every now and then or doing something crazy they shouldn't be doing as an extra. Like, cause you gotta be poised. You gotta act like you really having a meal with your girlfriend that you never seen before in your life, cause she's an extra too. And you just gotta sit and look like, yeah.
Be like, I'm just groping you because that's what I would be doing.
That's what I'd be doing.
That's what I'd be doing in the booths.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey girl, hit that. Cause that's what I really be doing. We finna party tonight, shawty. Yeah.
But it's a certain etiquette though. You know, when you come on set that you gotta learn, like, don't be talking to the stars, right?
Is that a thing? That's a thing?
Oh, for sure.
Like, don't even like say hi, how you doing, nothing.
It depends on
the situation.
It depends on situation. Sometimes people take a liking to you, right?
Right.
But don't bother nobody, because when you understand the seriousness of what's going on around
the
you,
dynamics of the whole thing.
You see an actor like in a zone or whatever in between cuts.
Right.
Trying to remember their lines.
Yeah. Right. What's up, Michael? What you doing, man?
Yeah. Or not even like sometimes like I was on set with when Denzel on Flight. I was an extra.
Yeah.
Hospital scene with John Goodman or whatever. He I was just watching him or whatever. I didn't say nothing to him. I wanted to say something.
Of course you did. It's Denzel.
Yeah. I'd rather just watch. He was like, the way he was, he like doing the cut, he would walk up to the door, how he would knock on the door. He kept like just doing the cuts like.
He's trying to get it how he wanted it.
With, tapping with the cane, how he walking, just watching him like, locked in like a Jonathan Majors on Creed, just the way he was locked in. In between takes, he doing push-ups. He just
to getting in character.
Yeah. Just like he's locked in. So
yeah,
don't leave him alone.
Yeah. I'm like, hey nigga, you wanna go to Jimmy John's after this? You my favorite dude, man. I can't believe I'm here. Right. They be like, get him off set.
Yeah.
Did you see that fine ass flight attendant while you was on set for Flight though?
I didn't. I was in the hospital scene.
So you in Flight too?
I didn't see myself. I was just on set.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I was just happy to be a part of the project.
I was about to say, I mean, when you're doing that, a lot of stuff, that shit ends up on the cutting room floor, as they like to say. Yeah.
Yeah, but you've been on set for Creed, Bad Boy 4, that's getting ready to come out. Night Shift.
A day shift.
Day shift.
Yeah, man. Hunger Games.
You was in Hunger Games?
Yeah.
I went to see all those.
Yeah, I had on the full outfit with the guns and stuff.
I'm going back and watch them now just to see if I see George.
No, I had on the full.
On the man.
You were like one of the guards.
Yeah, I was doing second human stunts from even Black Panther.
You was on Black Panther?
Yeah.
Both of them, or the first one, or the second one?
The
second one.
Yeah.
I just watched that just recently.
Yeah, man. I was on there doing second unit stunts.
Now, what's the difference between first unit stunts and second unit?
I was about to get to this. Like, what kind of stunts have you ever done? Some like stunts that risk your life?
No.
Now, nigga, I'm gonna do them kind of stunts. No, they don't pay me like that, homie.
Hey, listen. One time I had to. The worst thing I ever did was I had to roll down some stairs.
Oh, do you not? So you got a method now to roll downstairs?
Yeah, they teach you how to do it, like elbow, knees, but that shit hurt like.
Okay, I mean, there's no way to fall downstairs where it don't hurt. I don't see that.
Every time I've done it, that shit hurt.
And every time I've done it, it was unintentional. But I still try to brace myself though. I try to like tuck and roll. I'm like, oh, I'm going down these steps. I can't stop.
I did slide down some steps one time on purpose because I was too drunk. When we were at, I think it was Jonathan's house. We were still in high school. We was drunk off grain, and I knew I couldn't walk down the stairs. So I was
sit
like,
down,
I just sat down,
scoot down the steps.
just slid down.
I'm gonna slide down these just so I don't break my neck trying to walk.
So y'all actually go way back to high school?
We've been friends for like over 30 years. Like that. There's a picture behind you. I'm 16 and he's 17 in that picture. We 50 now.
I'm on the right.
Is you right there?
Yeah. 100 pounds lighter. But we definitely wanted to know, what you had popping, what your experiences, and we see in your trajectory, and we appreciate you being here to let us.
I want some tidbits because I honestly, this is an industry I've considered getting. I've looked at some of it because in Atlanta, you can go online and look at all the auditions that's coming up. Yeah. Like I don't know what sites the real people use, but I've came across some. I said I should go try. Like they need a 40-year-old black man for this, and this.
But yeah, that's for the extras though, right?
Yeah. Or they publish it all the time what they need people for here in Atlanta. And I never had the courage to actually go to one of these things, but I wanted to.
No, you should definitely do it. The number one site for actors to be on is actorsaccess.com. You gotta. The first thing when people, hey man, how do I get this? Man, go get go sign up on actorsaccess.com.
Actors Access.
Actorsaccess.com. Castingnetworks.com.
Casting Networks. All right, I remember that.
And then you got to get some headshots, and then I got to tell you the right class to go to, and stuff because you got to be around actors
to be an actor.
To be an actor.
Just like you got to be around football players to be a football player. What's the most exotic set you've been on? Have you been out the country?
I never been out.
You never been out the country? Okay.
Probably the most exotic set was probably Revolution, man, with J.J. Abrams.
Oh wow, you did J.J. Abrams? You was in a J.J. Abrams movie?
Yeah, man.
He like blowing shit up, don't he?
Yeah, man.
Is that the one? No, I'm thinking about the other dude.
You thinking of
he's like blowing
Michael Bay?
Yeah, I'm thinking about Michael Bay. He's blowing it every. You know what?
Michael Bay got something to do with the Bad Boy shit though?
Yeah.
Or no?
Oh, he did one of them, didn't he?
I think he did the first one.
He did one of them. Because I
could be wrong.
I think his motto is we need more explosions.
The internet will correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah, it will.
No, another one that was very that was crazy was Dark Knight Rises. I went to Pittsburgh for that, and we was at
you was in a Batman movie, man.
Man, I was on Team Gotham, man. Team Gotham.
He just got erection.
So were you one of the cops, like when they went raging down the street, or were you with the?
No, I was on Team Gotham, man, doing the scene with
the football scene before the field blew up.
You was out there?
Yes.
Wow.
Before the field blew up, before Bane blew it up.
Yeah.
I'm out there with Bane. I'm out there with Ben Roethlisberger, Troy Polamalu.
Wow.
A lot of the Steelers players were out there and stuff. Even when they did the national anthem, I stood next to Big Ben because I thought they was gonna catch him.
Yeah.
They ended up showing all the football. I'm like, damn.
You was getting your position together.
Like they gonna show this nigga. He's they gonna show him. Yeah.
You was getting your positioning together.
Straight up. So I'm watching the movie and they going down the line. I'm like, oh man, they showing all my boys rather than
right. And that's rare for you that you were around other big motherfuckers because Hollywood is short.
Yeah.
And so
y'all can't tell this dude is like he's taller than me. But you're 6'5".
Yeah, I'm 6'5".
I'm about to say because you had to be 6'5". I'm 6'4". Yeah.
A lot of opportunities are coming for taller actors now, man.
Like, this is my time to get in the game.
It's your time, man.
It's my time.
I'm here for.
I'm gonna take some acting classes, man. Fuck this shit. I'm doing it.
You ain't doing shit else.
I'm about to say, thank you, Chris. That's all I needed. That's all I need to hear right there. That's all I need to hear. You ain't doing shit else. I can make all these fucking interviews. I can go to all the things and just try out.
Yeah.
I can go I ain't got nothing to do. Why?
Yeah, you ain't doing shit else.
Tyler Perry might pick me up, put me on his black comedies or dramas.
I could get you on set, bro. I could get you on
Don't
set.
play with me.
So I see. Hey, you got some materials with you, George. So go ahead, go on and tell. Tell the good people what you got.
Yo, so I always
For all y'all aspiring and actors here,
as people know, man, I'm here to add value and help people emerge in any way I can. Whether you take the information or not, that's on you.
because you're a good dude.
I try to be as much as I can. I got a website called It's called newkoreantv.com or whatever. You can email me at newkoreantv@gmail.com. I can lead you the right way to get the right headshots.
I'm emailing them right now.
If you want to get in voiceovers, if you want to do...
We got a dude that... We got a guy for voiceovers.
Got all the equipment and stuff, man. If you want to get in stunt work, the right classes to go to, lifestyle photos.
I'm too old for stunt work.
I feel you. I'm too over that shit.
Like I'll get one stunt job and my career's over.
But it's levels to the stunt work, though. They say most of the stunt guys got martial arts
backgrounds, right?
Yeah.
It's like when I'm doing jiu-jitsu.
I don't have that background. I got street fighting background.
You just like, wait a minute. I thought y'all was gonna give me a bunch of money and I was gonna ride around in some fly cars.
Right.
I thought that I was stunting. I can't stunt. I can't do stunt
I
work.
broke all my chains.
I can't do stunt work. You know how many ones I took out the bank?
I thought I was stunting on y'all.
Y'all talking about jumping through some fire?
No, I'm not doing that.
I came to stunt.
I came to stunt. In the ghetto sense.
But you can be like I say. I just was on the 6 AAA project with Tyler Perry, man, doing precision driving. And guess what? I was driving.
Do you have any skills? You have any background in precision driving?
I mean, I rolled in a.
Hey, now he does. Now he does.
That pause says it all.
Does drunk driving count?
No, it does. That's precision driving. Did you get home without a DUI?
That's precision. White line in the middle.
That's precision driving, homie.
You got home, right?
You got home, right?
Precisely.
Precisely. That's precision driving, homie. Yeah. I think people understand how puberty is for boys. Like puberty is a bitch for dudes. Like they try to explain it, but you can't explain it. Like it's just like something you go through. It's like, man. And it depends what environment you come up in. Yeah. It depends how intense the puberty is. Right. Like if you come up with some older dudes, oh, you ain't getting no pussy yet, dude? You don't know what this means? Like, I felt so insecure about my knowledge of sex because of the older dudes that we was around. Yeah. They came off like they knew everything. Yeah. They ain't no shit. But they came off like they knew everything, and then it made you feel insecure about what you knew. So he was like, You ain't finger no girl? You ain't finger nobody?
And then when you did, you finger your first girl and you was like, is it supposed to smell like this?
It's supposed to be like this?
Is it supposed to smell like this?
Hey, no, and they'd be like, smell it. It's supposed to be like that.
Hey, I stopped fingering a long time. Yeah, I remember when my cousin, shout out to my cousin, man. I
don't know, this is wrong conversation for your cousin.
I ain't gonna mention his name, but he's a hell of a fucking guy, bro. Fucking boss, man. But I remember he used to tell me when I was like 16, 17, and I would, but you had some pussy, man. Yeah, nigga, I be.
Oh, we all lied. All dudes lied.
I was getting pussy for sure.
Where is it? You was part of the gang?
No, for sure.
You would have been right down with us then.
Yo, but when he explained to me though, he was like, "You ain't had no real pussy yet," and I was like, "Nigga, please."
What's real pussy?
I found out when my sister. I found out what it was. I found out what it was when my sister went to Michigan State or whatever, and I went to visit her, dog. Right. They had a big party every year. I forget the name of it, like right at the beginning of the year or whatever. It's like like a homecoming or something like that. And I'm like 17. And man, I somehow met a chick who was like the dorm head. I forget what they call it.
The RA. The
RA or whatever. Yeah. Man, then I was like, okay, this is it.
This is it. Oh, this what pussy is? Like, yeah. It was like, yeah.
Shit, like this is
men all had that moment when you realize what pussy really is.
Levels.
Yeah, it's levels. There's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit.
It's definitely
levels. There's levels to this shit. And
some of it is just because they don't know what they
don't know what they're doing either.
Some of it is just hip position. Yeah. Opening 8 legs just a little bit wide. Right. It can be something subtle.
It's subtle shit.
And then you this feels totally different.
Like riding you just a little bit different. Like, I didn't know that was possible.
Right.
Damn, you can make it do that.
Bing bong. Shit. Yo, I do have a respect for sex sometimes, like when it comes to like
sometimes.
No, like
sometimes I choke the shit out there. Y'all respect that shit. Sometimes I choke the fuck out of their ass.
Listen, I ain't taking nobody virginity, cause I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna do that to you.
Hold on, stop, George. So if you met a female and she was like, "Hey, George, I've never done this with somebody, but I want to do it with you, and I want you to be that dude.
A virgin? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
You're not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because
Okay, yeah, I want to hear the because.
the reason why is because it's deep, and if you never had sex before, you can't start off with a vet. because
You can't come here Top Gunning. You can't hear me Top Gun.
no.
Because I mean, I understand that.
I understand what he's saying. I
You would
understand what
fuck her world up.
Yeah.
Because whoever's next.
Yes. Like
she
you
be
ain't
like,
do,
you ain't
you
doing
ain't do
it
the
right.
shit. You ain't do what George did. Yeah.
You ain't
Okay.
doing it right.
Okay, I get it. I get that. I get that. I get
like,
that. I get that.
I'm saying, I don't like even now. I'm single, and that's purposely, right? And like, I'm not gonna date no woman that's not in this industry no more because women outside of this don't understand. They don't believe. They don't see
Right.
my vision or whatever like that. And I've made that mistake before. So it's like I be on set. You know what I mean? 13, 14 hours a day. My process, my lifestyle is different. So I know that I'm not gonna ruin your life by
Right.
And then by
taking your
smashing
virginity.
you to smithereens.
I can't have you calling me every set I'm on.
You know what I mean?
Where you at, George?
And what they ain't got you there 16 hours. You lying.
You lying. You lying, George.
FaceTime me.
Yeah.
Or even like if you working and you can't have your phone on you, one of them sets where they put your shit in a Ziploc bag for the whole day. And you don't respond to it.
They do that?
Sometimes they do it.
Like you got to put your phone away? Like you got to lock it up?
Sometimes it'd be that heavy where they put your phone like
To try to keep it
zip.
from taking pictures and shit like that, or just to keep it from ringing?
Everything.
Everything.
Pictures, all the bullshit.
Okay,
We just gonna cut it out.
that leads me to a question. How much security have you had to go through on a certain set where, like, because the star didn't want to be taken a picture of, or like they didn't, like you couldn't leak nothing about the project? Like that, the security was so tight, you had to give your phone up. Like they made you sign something where you can't talk about this.
The non-disclosure.
The non-disclosure. Have you been on a project like that?
For sure. The most well, like the
Can
worst,
you talk about it now?
The worst with it is Marvel and Tyler Perry. But Tyler Perry is probably even worse because, they search you and shit. They search your bag before you come on set.
Really?
Everything there, like in your car.
Like no phones, no recording devices.
Well, like you can bring your phone. But it's like I say, it's a certain etiquette and a certain professionalism that they expect you to have, because if you want to be in this for the long run, right?
You got to respect those lines.
You gotta respect those lines.
So have you been on a set where they like just set all communication down, like no phones?
Marvel like that.
Well, of course, Marvel. Yeah.
Like Marvel's so tight, dog, that the actors don't even have the script until they get on set.
So they got to memorize their lines when they get there.
Depending on what like your order on the call sheet, right?
Right.
It could be 70 actors in the movie, so like the top 10, 15 people probably have the script before them. But if you just got some, some couple
Like Robert Downey Jr. going to have the script, but the little extras down below, and then they're going to have the script.
And like they'll actually send you like a fake script that's close.
Really?
They're sending you a fake script that's close to the line.
To see who's going to leak some shit.
No. They'll send you the fake script just that's close to the
original
to the real
script,
lines, and
right.
then they'll book you and then switch it up when you get on set, just so you won't have that information.
Wow.
Like I told you, the Bad Boys 4, I didn't even know I was
doing Bad Boys
4 until I got on set. I'm like, oh shit.
I'm on Bad Boys 4.
Like shit, because
that's Will Smith.
I got the call sheet for you in the car. Like the code name for the movie is Conrad. So I'm like, damn, I'm Googling, like trying to do my research. Like, what is Conrad?
Conrad.
Like Conrad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even on the call sheet it say Conrad. It's so tight-lipped on everything. You know what I mean?
Because they don't want the paparazzi taking pictures all day.
I mean, you can.
Or they just don't want fangirls running down there.
That too, but the most thing is they're trying to keep out the entertainment industry, journalism. Like, they're shooting Bad Boys 4 in Miami today. Yeah, we are on set here.
I mean, like I can always go for the money grab on some bullshit if I don't want to be around for long. I could have like on Bad Boys. I could have put out my phone and.
But Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, I'm on set with these motherfuckers.
And then sell it to TMZ and one of these bloggers or whatever.
And that would be the end of your career, right there.
86, that nigga.
Yeah. We did. Don't bring that motherfucker on set. No more. And that's the game. That's the game. And there's a lot of people who didn't play the game like you did that don't have an acting career anymore because they was on set. Oh, I'm on set with Taylor Swift and blah blah blah.
Or it's a lot of people who want to be whistleblowers and stuff like that when they don't get their way. or they don't get that
Or
role
when- or
in
they-
the politics, and then they
yeah.
went, oh, this is happening like Jaguar Wright, and I can go down the list of.
I forgot
people
about
I've
the
known.
fact that you said her name and I forgot that she existed, and now she's
what I
never
mean?
been in nothing ever since. I'm gonna believe you on that. I forgot about Jaguar Wright. Yeah,
It's a lot of people
So
that's
she pissed.
mad.
Apparently, she pissed somebody off back in the day because
She
we ain't heard from Jaguar Wright in 10 years.
Well, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
what I'm saying now, she blogging and doing a podcast and airing everybody out because she got mad.
She
And you gotta understand, this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you know the truth, you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta
Well, it's
check
all
it out.
political. Yeah. It's,
You gotta,
yeah.
you know what I mean, you gotta and then understand that there's levels to it. Like I was saying, you can be a
Oh,
front
don't
desk
worry.
worker,
I'm about to
be
get
a
on these
GM.
levels. I'm about to get on these levels, George.
it is.
You've inspired me. I'm going to join your class, and I'm going to.
I can show you how to get with SAG.
I'm going to get a SAG card. That's my new goal in life is
whole
to get a SAG
process.
card. If I get a SAG card, I feel like I accomplished something in my life, and that's my new goal.
I'm very proud of this, man.
So what do you have to do to get a SAG card though?
Well, you gotta
Act.
But it's, like I say, you gotta have speaking lines or you gotta have speaking lines on the SAG project or whatever. So it could be.
So what does the union cost per year? If you can disclose that to us.
Well, initially it cost $3,000 to sign up. Now, if you can do it locally, if I just wanted to be in Atlanta, in
Atlanta?
the union here in Atlanta, it'd cost me about $1,200. But if I want to be
Like Hollywood or
worldwide,
everywhere, yeah.
it's $3,000. And then depending on how much you make, they'll
Prorated.
they'll prorate it, and then they'll send you you got to pay your dues 4 times a year. So for me, my dues maybe cost about maybe about anywhere from like $250 to $600 every 3
Quarter.
months.
Yeah, every quarter.
It's 4 quarters.
Right.
So there's on top of it every time that you.
But one project will cover that for 2 years
sure.
if you get the right project.
It's worth it.
Yeah,
It's worth it.
it's worth it. Yeah.
But I'm just saying before
you
you
make $1,000 a day. I mean,
Right,
for
right,
speaking
right.
lines, it's like almost $1,100 a day.
Oh, so okay. Let me ask you this: what's the difference between a speaking line and somebody a background?
The
extra?
money.
Well, I know that. I know that, nigga. But what's the disparity in the money? The disparity in the money between a speaking line and an extra line? Like, I'm just trying to get. I'm curious of like what like if I was in a background extra and I actually had one line, what would be the disparity in the income in that?
Well, for one line, the SAG scale is about $1,100 a day. It went up from like $950 whatever. We just
So
got
for
that.
speaking one line, you can get $1,100.
Well, just saying bartender.
Yeah, bartender.
And you get and
That's
as opposed to the dude in the back just put his hand up like this for the
Well,
bartender.
that dude in the back, he might make about $200 for that day, and
the guy who says bartender gets 11.
yeah, you get 11, depending on the scale, because
Wow.
sometimes the dude who say bartender, his agent can negotiate for him to get double scale or triple scale, or they can negotiate something different where like he needs $5,000 for this or whatever rather than $1,100. So and then they're like, well, we'll go with the guy who we can pay $1,100.
Right.
This is something. All right, I have a new question for you.
That's the politics. Or
This is
whatever.
this is a new politic question for you. The agent game. How does the agent game work? Like, how do agents? I know how agents get paid in the sports arena.
Yeah.
How do agents get paid in the entertainment arena? Like, you said you had agents in different states.
Yeah,
They only get paid when you get paid, right?
exactly.
But how are they benefiting you in the meantime? Like, what do they do to help your career in the meantime?
And the number one thing when it comes to agents is nobody's gonna work harder for you than you will for yourself. So you can have the best agent in the country. I had the best agent in Atlanta for years, Houghton Talent. Shout out to Houghton Talent or whatever, because I didn't have to book speaking roles to make money. They got me print work. Industrials are like videos you do for like a safety video for
Really?
a plastic company. When it gets to 140 degrees, you tip it in there.
And
Yeah,
you
but
got
they
paid
kept
for
you-
that. You got
yeah, but
paid.
they
You
kept
got
you
paid for
busy.
that.
They kept you
Yeah,
busy.
yeah.
Yeah, for,
Your agent kept you busy.
Yeah, commercial work.
So that's actually a good agent that gets you like just
Yeah.
consistent work.
But see, those are the agents who's been around for years, who have relationships with
different people,
producers
different industries. Yeah, yeah.
Where like some companies that come like from all around the world, when they come to Atlanta, You're like, okay, I only want talent from Houghton, J Purvis, AMT, and these because I believe in their talent and they've been
And they are
30
proving
years.
themselves. They're proving themselves
Right,
already.
right.
Yeah.
So it's levels to agency because you can get an agent.
You get a shit ass agent. Yeah.
And all they do is give you TV and film auditions.
All right, but let me ask you this though, because you got an agent in Atlanta, New York, and LA.
In Detroit, shout out to Productions Plus and I Group.
Okay, so and you got one, but I know your agents get paid when you get work, but do your agents only get paid for the work that they got you the job for? Like if your Atlanta agent got you a gig, do you still have to pay your New York, LA?
No.
You just pay your agent.
That's a good question. That was my next question. Yeah.
It's a commission.
It's a commission type.
Okay.
Whatever, so.
What's the standard agent pay? If you don't mind me asking? What's standard? Like if you got to pay your agent if you get a gig?
It's usually anywhere from 10 to 15% for commercials. It's usually 15 to 20% for film. And
15, 20 for film?
Hell yeah, but I'm saying, but you ain't getting that gig without them.
Without them, right?
Yeah, pay, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then they take it out your check. So I mean,
Right.
You know, if you
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like that. I mean, it's a high
ain't-
percentage, but like you said, if they got you on a film,
they plug. You paying the plug.
yeah.
Paying the plug.
And they know that this film might lead to more work. And yeah.
Yeah, but if you don't have an agent, like, but the thing is, like,
Can you work in Atlanta without an agent? That's the question. Can you work without an agent? Is there avenue for an actor to work without an agent?
It's untraditional, but you can. It's untraditional.
It's hard though, isn't it?
It depends on your capital and your bank or whatever. How much are you moving around and going to these networking events, these workshops and stuff like that? Because the number one thing is to meet casting directors, right? Meet producers, meet directors and stuff like that.
CSAs. I learned that.
CSA,
I learned that was CSAs from watching movies. Casting directors are important. They are so important because they're the ones who get you on the screen. Like, because a movie studio will call them like, I need this, and this.
Yeah, I mean,
and then the casting director will like, I got you. I got somebody for it. I got this, and this.
Yeah,
and
but
this.
I mean, we could all come in for the same role,
Bro,
but the casting director is
going
who
to
decides.
decide who's going to get that role.
Right.
Yeah.
The casting director is fighting for you, but then it's levels to it because if the casting director love you, you still gotta go with.
But the director,
the
director don't mind. He's like, I'm not feeling this dude for this role. Yeah,
it's like several different people who gotta give you the check.
That's why the game is so hard because you gotta get approval from like 7 people. Like you said, like 7 people to get on the screen. You gotta get approval from like 7 different people. You gotta get 7 people. Like, okay, he's the one. Oh yeah, he's the one. Yeah. All right, he's the one, and then you gotta get approval from all those people for you to finally make the final cut on the screen to act. And man, the game is hard.
I mean, have you guys ever watched Next Day Air?
Yeah, I've seen
Next Day. So you see Next Day Air, you know who stood out in that? Amari Hartwick.
Right.
Okay, he like these guys when people.
And that's how he got the power.
That's how he got power because 50 something was like, yo, we wrote this show. You playing Ghost. Amari Howard didn't see it at first. I've listened to the story. You know,
he said he didn't.
I was on your IMDb. Were you on the last day? What's that? What's the zombie?
Last of Days.
Last of Days. Was you on that?
Last of Days. No. You said zombie something? I was in Walking Dead though.
You was in Walking?
Yeah.
You was in Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I thought it because I posted.
Actually, Tales of the Walking Dead. Tales of the Walking Dead. I played the boat captain and then I doubled for Terry Crews. Great dude. Or whatever, man.
You double for Terry Crews. That's so dope. That's so dope.
Made the cut, you know. I watched it or whatever. So like, damn, man, people wouldn't know that's me because it was dark or whatever. Like,
right.
And
swole, same height. Yeah.
Yeah, and like when you know, and that's another thing. Like when you know, like your type or whatever, and like the type of work you got to put in, like even in the gym.
Have you been typecasted?
I wish I was.
Really?
I haven't. I ain't made it to the level yet where I've been
typecasted. Like
to be typecasted means you got to do a lot of
consistent. Yeah, like that's our gangster. That's our gang. Hey, we need a gangster. We got a gangster right here.
I wish I could get typecasted.
Like I never thought I didn't think. Well, typecasted is a bad thing among the people who act, but
it's not a bad thing.
But to me, I'm like, that's consistent work.
Yeah,
like you need a gangster.
Maybe
I'm your dude. I'm your dude. Like I think
you know it's only like 7 mob dudes, right?
But yeah, I'm about to say and what's his name? The Spanish dude who does all the crazy movies. What's his name? What's his name?
Typecast me.
Like, yeah, he's typecasted for any Mexican gangster.
Antonio Banderas?
Not Antonio Banderas, but the other dude with the tattoos. I can't remember his name.
Yeah. The Mexican dude.
Yeah. He's typecasted for every Mexican gangster role. He got that. That's him.
Machete.
Yeah, him. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, him. So you ain't been typecasted yet, have you? You ain't been typecasted.
I can't wait to get typecasted. I'm saying because if I
because
find
it's consistent work. It's consistent.
But if I find that pocket, then I can negotiate because
Right.
like, yo, this is the guy that we want.
I never thought about it like that. I never thought about it like, you typecast me, then then every time every time you need a black thug, I'm your dude. Yeah.
I mean, look, if you a writer, think about it. If you a writer,
right,
and you writing the dialogue, and in that dialogue you put motherfucker. You know there ain't nobody else you want to say that
Sam Jackson.
It's Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson. Yeah.
You want Sam.
Yeah, but
he gonna say motherfucker.
But he's on another level though. Yeah,
but I'm just saying.
Yeah. But
he typecasted as
motherfucker.
as a motherfucker.
Like any motherfucker line, first person you gonna think of, Sam Jackson. We need Sam Jackson to say motherfucker. And Sam might come in, how much you gonna pay me for this motherfucker? 200 grand?
Sam
do it.
probably charged by the motherfucker.
I'm about to say he probably
how many motherfuckers
gotta say? 200 grand? I'm gonna do 200 grand a motherfucker.
I counted 15 motherfuckers.
I'm gonna need 2.5.
Hey, this is Rick Joyner of The Rick Joyner Experience, and you're listening to Unsolicited Opinions.